I guess one of the other things, maybe we just shift gears a little bit, because you stayed in practice in Tavistock for a number of years, I think, before
10
you
years.
looked at 10 years, before you went into academic medicine. So I'm trying to get my times right. Some point in that 10-year period is when you challenged the exam in 1969, is that right?
It was after I'd been in Tavistock 4 years.
Okay. So what possessed you to take an exam which you didn't need to take?
My colleague Bruce Halliday was, I forget what his role was in the college at that point. He did become president.
President. He certainly was active, yeah.
Yeah, he was very involved with the college and with the development of the exam. And he knew that they wanted to have a sample of community prepared physicians to compare with the residency prepared. So he asked me. So that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I thought it would be neat to have some initials after my name.
Right, yeah, okay. But that was it. That was the kind of motivation to go forward and do that. So you were among the first 12 candidates who were successful. Can you describe the experience a bit? Do you remember what it was like going through that exam?
I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how to prepare, so I just showed up. It started out with a whole bunch of multiple choice questions, and I think that was the first time I'd done a multiple choice exam.
Oh, okay.
All the exams I had in med school were essay exams,
Yeah.
which I think probably steer you more to organizing your thoughts and problem solve more effectively than just recognizing the right answer.
Right.
Then there were a number of role-playing exams.
Right.
A couple of them I remember well because Reg was the examiner.
Right.
And in one of them he role-played a woman
Right.
with vaginitis and depression. I remember him taking out a hanky and dabbing his eyes.
Great.
I think we were both struggling to stay at role for that one. And the other one was a patient who you started out examining the patient, and she had peripheral neuropathy, and then you had to ask for the result of a bunch of lab tests.
Right.
And that turned out to be multiple myeloma.
Oh, okay.
And I remember Reg getting excited as I was getting closer to the right answer. He probably wasn't supposed to do that.
Bad
But
coaching, yes, right. Yeah. How did you feel? Did you feel the exam was a good assessment of your knowledge and skills?
I was impressed.
Yeah. Okay.
I felt it was the first time ever that I'd been tested for what really mattered.
Oh, okay. And it sounds like you weren't that impressed with the multiple choice component, but more with the role-playing orals and so forth? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Good. Do you remember receiving your certificate? Was there a ceremony, and how did that?
Actually, I don't.
I think I have a picture, but I'll show it to you at some point. I'm just blanking.
I remember hanging the certificate on my office wall, though.
Oh, well, okay. Okay, well, that's great.